Hello and welcome to Tell the People, a program about our Catholic faith with news and information in and around the Catholic Diocese of Lafayette. I'm Stephanie Bernard. In today's show, Trista Littell has an interview with Anna LaRiviere about Catholic Schools Week. Father Michael Champine's talk is about the Sixth Commandment in the segment What It Means to be Catholic. In our last segment, Bishop Michael Gerald is interviewed by Monsignor Richard Green about World Day for Consecrated Life. And now, Catholic news on this January 29th weekend. Ticket sales are currently underway for the second annual gala event in support of Saints Peter and Paul School in Scott. This year's semi-formal event is scheduled for Saturday, February 11th in the school's cafeteria. The theme is A Knight's Tale, A Midsummer Night's Dream. Activities will begin with a silent auction at 6 p.m., followed by the gala event from 7 to 11 p.m. Tickets to the event are $100, admits to, and can be purchased by email at gala@saintspeterpaul.org or telephone 258-8066. All proceeds will go to support Saints Peter and Paul School. Father Manny Fernandez, pastor of St. John Parish in Henry and St. James Parish in Esther, will be the featured guest at the February 2nd Parents for Light gathering at St. Thomas More Catholic High School in Lafayette. The evening will begin at 6:30 p.m. with refreshments and fellowship, followed by Father Fernandez healing service at 7 p.m. The Blessed Sacrament will also be exposed beginning at 7 p.m. and will remain exposed throughout the entire evening. The event will conclude with benediction. The second annual Mass of Healing and Anointing of the Sick will be held at 10 a.m. on Saturday, February 11th, inside Our Lady of Fatima Church in Lafayette. The Mass will be celebrated by Abbot Placide Saleri of Belmont Abbey College. He will be joined by Fathers Hampton Davis and Michael Russo, as well as several other local priests. The anointing of the sick is the sacrament which asks God for healing of body, mind, and our soul, which is reserved for a priest to confer. It is intended for those baptized persons who are seriously ill, chronically ill, or weakened by old age. For the healing of the soul, the sacrament forgives sins and restores sanctifying grace. For healing of the body and mind, the sacrament places the condition of the sick person in the hands of God for a cure. The St. Edmund Altar Society will host a day of recollection at St. Edmund's Church in Lafayette, beginning at 9 a.m. on Thursday, February 23rd. The cost of attendance is $10 per person, which includes lunch for the day. The retreat master will be Father Clint Trahan. Bishop Michael Gerald will celebrate Mass at 12:10 p.m. Those who wish to attend must purchase tickets in advance, no later than February 16th. Tickets may be purchased by sending a check to St. Edmund Altar Society, 116 Delmar Lane, Lafayette, Louisiana, 70506. Additional ticket information may be requested by calling 232-2849. Coming up next, Trista Littell has an interview with Anna LaRiviere about Catholic Schools Week.
Welcome to Inside the Diocese. I'm Trista Littell, and with me here today is Anna LaRiviere, Superintendent of Catholic Schools for the Diocese of Lafayette. Welcome, Anna.
Thanks, Trista. It's a pleasure to be here today.
We're so happy to have you here to talk about Catholic Schools Week.
Yes, it's upon us, and it's an exciting time because as we celebrate Catholic School Week here in the Diocese of Lafayette, we also celebrate with the whole United States. NCEA has always designated that last Sunday of January and the first full week of February as Catholic School Week nationwide. So it's an exciting time for all of our schools to unite, to really let our people know what our schools can offer to their children. So it's an exciting time.
You said it's nationwide, and I understand there's a theme, and I'm going to ask you for the name of that theme, but is that the theme nationwide?
Yes, it is. It's a theme that the National Catholic Education Association presents to all of us, and we sort of like to follow that theme so that people can recognize that that is the theme for Catholic School Week. And the theme this year is Catholic Schools, Faith, Academics, and Service. I think it's a real powerful theme, one in which we certainly profess to educate our children, first of all, in the faith. In our schools, our children learn their faith. Not just the basics of Christianity, but how to develop a relationship with God. Academics, certainly our schools work diligently to prepare our students for the next level of education, whether it's moving up to the next grade, whether it's entering post-secondary education, or entering the workforce. And certainly the last one, but I think is of most importance too, is service. Our students are taught that service is both an expression of faith and a manifestation of good citizenship. Service to others shows that Christ really lives within us, and we want to share that with those who are less fortunate than ourselves. And our schools do a wonderful job of serving the greater community.
And love and charity go hand in hand.
Correct.
Right. Well, every year there's a ceremony that the Catholic School sponsors where people at the schools are honored. You want to tell us about this event?
Yes, that ceremony is what we call our recognition ceremony, and this year the date is March the 18th. It's a Sunday. It's going to be held at the cathedral at 1:30. It's a prayer service. The bishop presides, and it's an opportunity for our schools to recognize an achiever supporter, a teacher of the year, and then we also honor administrators of the year. It's a wonderful time to showcase those people who really are of true value to the schools. It's always very difficult for them to choose one person or two people. And this year is very special because it marks the 25th anniversary of our recognition ceremony. We invite them to bring their families. Many times they bring their grandchildren, their extended family, and then afterwards there is a little ceremony that is held in appreciation for what they have done for our schools. So it's always a wonderful event.
Now, Anne, is that like, say, one administrator picked from all of the administrators in the diocese?
Usually there's 3 to 4, and it's my task to choose those people that for that particular year to be honored as principals. It can be assistant principals, it can be religion administrators, someone who works in terms of an administrator.
Right. Now, is there anything you would like our viewing audience to know about our Catholic schools?
What I would like our viewing audience to know is that we have 34 schools that do an outstanding job in reaching out to the children that are entrusted to their care. Starting with our bishop, who is a great supporter of Catholic education, because it really means a lot when you have the support from the top. Our pastors or chancellors, who play a real vital part in the mission of our schools. Certainly our administrators, our support staff, our faculties, volunteers, extended family, grandparents. I think that it's a wonderful operation to see when all these entities come together, because our focus is on one thing, and that's our students. And I think that as long as we keep the focus on educating the children who have been entrusted to our care, we cannot help but succeed. So I do want the public to know that we are grateful for all of those who contribute to what Catholic education is in the Diocese of Lafayette.
And that contribution goes in many ways, whether it be financially or those who come back and provide music, help, you name it. You want to maybe share some of the different ways people can help?
I think that certainly all of our schools appreciate when people come in to offer their talents. Certainly we always like treasure, but oftentimes people have the talents in the realm of art, music, just being a part of the school. You know, whether it's serving in the cafeteria, whether it's, you know, taking duty at school. You know, I think that that's an important component of what makes us who we are. And I know that anytime there are people out there who want to volunteer, who want to be a part of our schools, all they have to do is ask, and they will be greatly taken in.
We have a joke in our family. Our son graduated in 2000 from one of our Catholic schools, and my husband goes every Thursday and plays guitar at my house. And I said, well, Hart graduated in 2000, but Benny never did.
Well, and I think, too, as much as it does what it does for the school community, it also does for the person who's offering that service. And, you know, I'm a big proponent of, you know, we have nothing to hide. We want people to come in and see what we have. And so the more opportunities out there for people to come in and share their talents, the better we will be.
It's beautiful. It's beautiful to witness. And I know that all of our schools, they provide, you know, they're very active in having people plugged into mission trips, work in the community, all the marches we have, and so forth. So it's
and one other thing I'd just like to mention, that we hope that on February the 1st to put out a marketing campaign that all 7 dioceses have collaborated together with the generous donation of our bishops who are funding this marketing program, sort of similar to Catholics Come Home, and it's to market our Catholic schools. So I would encourage our viewing audience to, they will be done on commercials, little blurbs here and there, and the schools will be receiving, you know, the disc themselves. So I would encourage our people to really look at that and to really give us some feedback, and we're hoping that that reaches far out to all of our Catholic families in the whole state of Louisiana.
Well, thank you for being with us here today, Anna. And
thank you.
I would like to ask our folks to stay tuned, because there's more to come on Tell the People.
Thank you, Trista and Anna. Coming up next, Father Michael Champine's talk is about the 6th commandment. In this segment, what it means to be Catholic.
Good morning, and welcome back to Tell the People, to our special section, What It Means to be Catholic. Right now we're dealing in our section on what it means to be Catholic, the 10 Commandments. We're treating the 10 Commandments, and we're presently treating the 6th commandment, thou shalt not commit adultery. And today we want to continue in dealing with the section in the Catechism that treats offenses against chastity, and in that same 6th commandment, offenses against the dignity of marriage. Last time we treated lust, this disordered desire of the heart, looking at another with sexual desire in mind for one's gratification, to use another person in that regard. That's lust, and Jesus condemns it, and he makes it tantamount to adultery already in the heart, to have deliberate and free pursuit of that. And he also, the Catechism treats following that masturbation, and that is intrinsically disordered and a grave offense, and of course how to judge the culpability. For example, we priests dealing with penitence and the force of habit, effective immaturity, and dealing with that pastoral case and helping them to make progress, sure, sometimes gradual, but sure progress in living a celibacy for their state of life, for our young people, and chastity according to the state of marriage, whatever that particular state of life may be. We want to continue in that vein, and 23:53 speaks about fornication. Of course, Paul says in Galatians, fornicators will not enter the kingdom. Fornication is the carnal knowledge, the sexual act between two persons that are not married.